Hello and welcome to the Lynnshow. My name is Clay Walsh and this is the show that brings you one-to-one with the people of our community that are trying to make a difference. Today on the show we have David Gass, founder of Highlands Coalition.
Thank you.
David, thank you so much for joining me today and coming out here to talk with the viewers of the Lynnshow.
Yeah.
And you know, I've known you for a little while, but some of the viewers at home might not really know about this Highlands Coalition. Can you tell me a little bit about what is the Highlands Coalition and how did it begin?
Highlands Coalition is a community organization, nonprofit, that serves the Highlands. And about 4 years ago, we planted trees going up to the Ford School and knocked on doors and found people who were very interested in working on problems in the Highlands. Dr. Crane, who was a principal, long-term principal of the Ford School, invited us in and said, we need a community organization. We are a community school.
Yes, heard this term many times.
So that's, and the idea is to bring the community in to help solve problems and bring in parents for learning experiences. And so that started us off, and we got a grant from DCR to do a garden.
Okay.
We got 20 kids from the tech to help build a garden and a lot of donations. And the garden has been right on Rock Avenue. It's very front and center, a vegetable garden. And we've won 30 prizes at Topsfield Fair. We had all the kids in the school plant and harvest and eat the crops. So you have 20 kids standing there pulling out carrots and at the same time going like that, and then enjoying the organic nature. And then we talk about organic, and then we talk about how the kids, we are plants, and we evolved from plants. So, and fish in the sea, et cetera. So it's been a learning experience. We want to expand that to Cook Street Park, where there have been problems, as we know.
Okay, yes, I've heard a little bit about this in the news.
So that's our big health issue is right now is working on is producing more crops for people and bringing people in who are isolated. Last year we helped build 25 gardens in the Highlands, private gardens, with the help of the Food Project. Last night at our planting fair, where there were probably 600-700 people, we signed up 30 people for gardens for this fall.
Wow, 30 people, huh?
Yes, and about 30 people who would help with Cook Street Park and develop that into a community garden. So
now, before we get a little too heavy, how long ago did the Highlands Coalition start? When did it begin?
About 4 years ago.
4 years, so it's still a young group.
Yes, yes.
But from what I know, this group has just taken off like a rocket. I mean, I've been up to a couple of the meetings, and they're held at the Ford School up in the Highlands. When do you guys have those meetings? Well,
our meetings are the last Monday of the month.
Okay.
This, because of Memorial Day, we'll have it probably the first Monday in June. And everybody's invited to come up
now, when you say everybody, anybody in the community?
Anybody's community. We're focusing on the Highlands because we're a small group. You have to focus on an area to show that you can change the area, improve people's lives. And so we focus on the Highlands. But people have come up and helped. We helped other groups get started.
Now, how has the Highlands community and the residents of the community reacted to this Highlands Coalition group? Have they embraced it? Have you seen people plugging in and attending the events or volunteering or showing up at the meetings? Well,
our first move was really because, unfortunately, 2 women had been murdered domestically in the Highlands.
Okay.
And so we had a rally for peace. We brought together probably 800 people in a rally. So on our website, hclynn.org, Highlands Coalition Lynn, you'll see the video. We marched with the mayor and the state reps and everybody to City Hall about curbing domestic violence and gang violence. So that was our first, the response was terrific. 700-800 people, it was to a rally, and then
so
several.
So kind of catalyst to kind of help your organization grow and flourish.
Yeah.
You know, talk to me, let's go back to this garden. This garden is known as the International Garden at the Ford School.
Yeah.
And this is literally an urban garden. It's surrounded by hardtop and brick and buildings, and in the middle of all this is this wonderful greenery and vegetables and life. And who is running this garden? Who's participating in helping create the life at the garden?
The garden, it's pretty much, it's a mixture of volunteers. We've raised money to hire young people to train them.
Oh, so you actually give young people jobs?
Yes, we had 19 people during the stimulus time from Work Investment Board who gave us money, and we were training them, and we've trained 2 who are now Food Corps members. Federal government has picked 50 around the country. We have 2 of them. They work with obese children or children with eating disorders, And then others, we're building a hoop house there for aquaponics
Okay.
to grow food, fish, and vegetables year-round.
I got to interrupt you real quick.
Yes.
The aquaponics, who started the aquaponics project up there?
I did. I found out about aquaponics, and then working with the North Shore Labor Council,
Yeah.
they built one at Spin.
Okay.
Spin helped to finance that, but we studied that, and we've been working it in the school. It's just a fish aquarium raising goldfish, and on top of the goldfish.
Now, how does this work? Tell the people at home a little bit about the aquaponics. How does this technology work?
Okay, aquaponics is just like a lake or a stream that's been millions of years old. You have fish at the bottom and you have vegetation at the top. How does that grow? Where are the nutrients?
Right.
They come from the fish.
Okay.
And so, and plant life in the bottom, of course. So we grow in this case, goldfish.
Okay.
The goldfish exude an ammonium water, and it's cleansed by bacteria. Don't ask me how it works.
All right, all right.
And it converts it to nitrogen, which the plants need.
Yep.
And we can grow without soil, so you don't have the problems with soil, contaminated soil, etc. And then you can develop plants, and year-round in our aquaponic system will be outside. We can grow up to 300 plants and many pounds of fish. Yeah.
It's so wild to
Yeah.
to come to this school and see this garden outside, and then the technology, and obviously due to some wonderful people that you're working with. Is there any people that you wish to mention that you know stand out or have helped evolve the Highlands Coalition? Or
Well, Dr. Crane is number one, because the
Okay.
community school concept is really, educated me on that idea, and it's bringing the parents for education at night school. 200 come in at night.
Real quick, tell us a little
Yes.
bit about community schooling. Can you just give
Community-
us, the viewers at home, a little bit of an overview? I believe the Ford is our only community school at this time,
It's
right?
the only full-service community, year-round community school.
What is a community school?
It brings in all the elements of the community to educate the children and to solve social issues, problems, such as voting. We voted at the school for years and years. Voting was stopped at the school, and voting has been cut by 30–40%. So we need voting there, obviously.
Okay.
And educate people who have come from countries that had fourth grade education, so we could educate them at night. And then the children see the parents studying, it helps them. The other thing is that we bring fifth graders out, we talk to them about the plants, then we bring the second graders out, and the fifth graders teach the second graders.
Wow,
so they become teachers, which is the best way to learn. And that's community school concept too.
David, we are running a little short on time. I want to hear a little bit more about what's going on currently with Highlands Coalition. Is there any significant things that have happened recently?
Yes, last night we had a planting fair. We've had a harvest festival, but how do you start the process? It's a plant. So we have Dr. Hamdani, who is a doctorate, and his son is at the school, plant 1,250 cultivars, or cultivated 12, and we sold them at the school last night, and sold seeds that were given us by the Home Depot, like 3,000 seed packs.
Okay.
And we raised $300, and 30 people signed up for gardens, and 30 people signed up to help us with Cook Street Park. So that was just last night.
And what was the total? How many people did you say came out?
I was probably 600–700 people.
600 or 700 people.
Yeah,
Really?
that many. Every time.
This group is super active.
Yeah.
David, if somebody wants to get involved with Highlands Coalition, they can always contact David Gass. But is there a website or an email or a phone number?
Yes, this website is hclin.org, highlandscoalition.lin.org.
Okay.
And the email is dagas11@verizon.net, David Allen Gass, GASS 11@verizon.net. Phone number is 781-595-8701. The best way, of course, is email if you have it.
Yep.
And we're expanding. We have basically we get small grants from different organizations to survive. That's how we survive.
All right, David, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for taking
much.
the
Thank you
time
for
to
your
come
time.
down
Yeah.
to the Lynn
Okay.
Museum and join us here on the Lynnshow. And thank you at home for watching us. Again, this show couldn't be possible without my friend Jeff from Lynn Resource Channel, my friend Kate down here at the Lynn Museum. Please take the time to come down here and check out the Lynn Museum or some of the exhibits they are having. And of course, I couldn't look this good without my friends over at Voyage's Tuxedo on Western Ave. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for our next show. Thank you.
Excellent.